And I am live. Alright, what is up, everyone? We are taking a look at Ida. So first, me looking at the wind shear, you see we do have some wind shear everywhere besides where Ida is. Maybe besides like Tropical Depression 10, which doesn't have much shear, but it has a bit of shear in its wake.
Tropical
We do have
Depression.
some pretty good shear up in the Midwest, but
That's why there was like a couple
yeah.
of tornadoes there this morning.
But we do have Ida, and there's not a lot of shear. The only shear is actually only on land, so that's really going to help this system out like it is right now. How about we get a look at ocean heat content? I think that's how deep the temperatures are warm at. So there's some, OHC, it's kind of like deep water warmth. So we do have some very high ocean heat content where Ida is right now, which is making it rapidly intensify super fast, which is why it's already almost a category 3. And by the time it's the 8 p.m. update, we might already be seeing a major. This first major, we had Grace, which kind of meandered around Cuba as a remnant low, but then it just did this funny thing. It became the second strongest or the strongest Bay of Campeche storm. Are you there, Spring?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how about we get a quick look at our visible satellite thing, so you can see how the eye. Oh, sorry. See, we did this thing did have an eye wall replacement cycle. Means weather forecast did confirm that, so that's pretty cool. You can see how this thing does have a pretty good structure to it. You can see how its eye is trying to pop back in and out like multiple times. Actually, if you can see here on IR, if it decides to not be an idiot and decides to actually be an idiot,
The eye
exist
disappeared
in
for a
life.
little.
So let me load that up, and
Yeah, the eye.
yeah, you can see how the eye's just going in and out.
Yeah.
But it's not due to convection. Actually, it is kind of due to convection bursts in the area.
Yeah.
We do have some convection from the storm off like Florida, but that's really nothing. You see, actually, it looks like there's some dry air off on the western side where there used to be a bit of convection.
There might.
There's some
Yeah.
dry air intrusion on this thing, so
Yeah, it's kind of
how
killed.
about we get a quick look at what's going on in StreamYard, see what's going on. Yeah. Looks like nobody's chatting. But how about we get a quick back look at IR? Yeah. This is a weather. NHC and look their cone and all right. So let's look at this NHC code. See what they gotta say. See what you gotta say. See what the entire world has to say. All right. Ida. No, I didn't press Central Pacific. I pressed Ida. This thing really thought I pressed Central Pacific, but I pressed Ida.
I doubt 10's.
It's funny, actually.
Depression 10.
I know we have Hurricane. Oh. I really don't think Tropical Depression 10 is going to become Julian because of, like, this other stuff that's going on with it right now, so. We do know how this is expected to become a major around 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. Central Time. It's expected to become a Category 4 later on today, around maybe the 11 a.m. advisory tomorrow. And then this thing just weakens weakens pretty quickly, but it is going to go through the northeast, and maybe that right front quadrant might produce a few tornadoes along the way. We already do have a 5% tornado risk over where, where all this other stuff is. You there, Supreme?
Yeah.
Did you leave?
No.
Yeah, you there. Alright. Alright, well, I'm going to check the wind speed probabilities for this thing just to tell you how dangerous this is. In my opinion and in Supreme's opinion. Also, so how about we check hurricane wind speed probabilities? We already know there's going to be a 90 on the tropical storm force. So it is some parts of 90%, but it's smaller than the tropical storm probabilities by far. Definitely smaller. How about we check the storm surge, actually? Storm surge watch warning map. Supreme, what's your opinion on this thing? Supreme.
It's gonna be a super dangerous storm, no doubt. And most of the area, so you know how the storm surge warnings are so far inland. That's because that portion of Louisiana I've heard is below sea level. So there's literally just levees, and if those levees break, that's what those are
Yeah,
for.
There's one friend I have. I think he's also someone you know, Supreme, that is in the path of this thing.
Yep.
You know where he is.
Yeah.
He's NWS this second.
Yep.
He's almost in a storm surge warning.
Yeah.
That far in, so even if you have storm surge stuff, this is not something to be taken lightly. I know some people won't even want to evacuate, even near the coastline, which I think you really need to evacuate now.
Oh,
You
by
don't
the
have
coast.
time. You need to go now, or your life is in danger.
That's below sea level, that area.
Yeah.
The pressure is currently 976 millibars at 105 miles an hour. So only 6 miles an hour until it's a major hurricane. High risk of flash flooding as well.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, you can see that high risk 50%. But you can see the moderate goes all the way almost in Tennessee, so.
Yeah. Yeah,
so I would say anywhere in this high risk zone, I think. So anywhere within this high risk zone, I think you should evacuate. Let's check the U.S. rainfall potential. This is from the Weather Prediction Center. You can see this big swath of pink right here. That's all the rainfall.
That's like 15 to 20 inches.
This is insane.
Yeah.
People need to evacuate if you're on the Louisiana coast because this storm is not anything to mess with. You really want to mess with like a potential Category 4. No, you shouldn't mess with a potential Category 4. That's just something in life, okay? I told you, don't do that in life. Also gotta get your head chopped up, mister. But what I'm saying, really trying to get the point out is, take this light. Don't take this lightly. Don't take this lightly. You don't need to. It's just dangerous, man.
Oh, yeah, and also, you know what's going to make it even more dangerous? It's going to be going by, so, you know how, like, Louisiana is a little bit more south than Mississippi? And it's lower than sea level in most areas, and two, the winds can actually just push the water up into the lakes and push water even more farther inland than if it was, like, by Lake Charles.
Yeah, I mean, Lake Charles got bashed by Laura last year on this day and yesterday, which was also my birthday. So, yeah.
And guess what? Tomorrow is. Guess what?
Point.
Tomorrow is the
I don't
anniversary
even know what I'm doing
of Katrina.
Right now. This is just what is tomorrow?
Tomorrow is the anniversary of Hurricane Katrina.
What is tomorrow?
Anniversary of
Whoa! All right, I think I'm
Hurricane.
gonna end this now because this is a pretty short discussion and nobody's watching anyway. So I think I might just end it now, and then like I might stream at Rainfall tomorrow. I don't know. So maybe if you're watching this now, maybe like comment sub. I don't know. Bye. There, I ended it, so I'm gonna go now. See you, stream.